Hello and welcome to the Dark Days Warrior. I know it's the Dark Days Warrior podcast, a new podcast, or you can say brand new podcast. I mean, there is not a brand to sponsor at this time. Oh God, I'm talking nonsense. It's actually 2:50 of night, like 2:50 a.m. of night. So I just felt like talking to you guys. I mean, I don't know who stay awake for this long, but in my case, I just came making music. So I was like, yeah, let's just record a podcast because in the nighttime it's like very silent in here in the environment, and you can actually record stuff and you can talk to the people you want in the like talk to yourself. Some people have habit of talking to themselves. But in this case, like I'm recording a podcast, so I decided to like talk to you guys like behind the screen. I mean, of course this is impossible, but through the way of podcast I can actually share like what runs in my head in the late night. Like of course it's currently 2:51 of night, 2:51 a.m. of night. So like just late night talks. uh, uh, I don't know like how many subscribers I will be having on this new channel on which I will upload this podcast, because it's more like starting from new only, because on my original channel on Dark Days Warrior, where I upload a lot of musical content, um, that audience is pretty much heavily based on like either Indian music or you can say that instrumental tracks, soundtracks, and this and that. So yep, I guess this will be a really nice one. So yep, this podcast will actually also be available on Spotify, I guess, Spotify, Apple Music. Like, I'm not sure if I will actually distribute this one especially on the platforms like Spotify and Apple Audio and whatever the platforms Spotify for podcasters offers. But yes, here we are. So currently it's 2:52 of night, 2:52 a.m. of night. I don't know why I'm repeating again and again. Okay, one more thing. My mic my mic just got some issues in it, so I just couldn't record this in my like DAW. Like I was planning to record this podcast inside my DAW and do some editing, but unfortunately my mic just gave up in the last moment. Like I don't know what happened. It's like I'm connecting it to my DAW and it's just giving some error. I tried connecting it to my laptop like in a specific way. It still failed. So uh, I don't know what the matter is, but yeah. So I have to record from my earphones, like earphone mic. So yep. I know the audio can go a little here and there, like in the volume. So please, I hope you will adjust to that. So yep. Uh, like I don't know if it's only me who feels like talking to like internet people in the late night. Now, of course, you can say that, hey, DDW, you should have gone on Omegle or something like that. You can watch reaction channels. Yeah, I do, but like going on Omegle is a totally different thing from doing a podcast, basically, because like what my experience is like when Omegle started to grow. Um, I spent I gone there like for like once or twice maybe. There were nice people back then. I mean, especially in the time when it was like just growing. So there were very stable people. I know it was actually there's some creeps at that time too, but I personally didn't face a lot of creeps out there. Yeah, there were nice people. But in today's time, when it's May 2023 and you go on Omegle, brother or sister, you just uh, going into a deep a whole of just random crazy things, you can say. Because of course there's a lot of creep nowadays, especially a lot of bots, especially a lot of people who fake even on like video cams. Like if you're sensitive, then that platform is especially not for you. I wonder if someone from Omega ever finds this and sue me. Oh my fucking god! I'll probably edit it. Okay, never mind. I was just giving my opinion though. I don't know how rules work in. Okay, never mind. So yeah, it was just the fact that I just wanted to have a talk about some things. First of all, I can say that there is a lot running nowadays because, like, I'm a musical artist, right? So, as a musical artist, it's my thing to do music, to sing, to write lyrics, and I like to produce music and focus on the ideas and storylines. Storyline in the sense of World of Dark Days, if you don't know. Okay, that's a separate thing. We will talk about it someday later. So, yep. Like, I do music a lot, but along with music, we usually have to focus on the business as well. And as a person who have recently got a lot of things to mark up in the to-do list, like for example, there is first of all my musical channel Dark Days Warrior. There we be uploading things, and second is Team DDP. Third is the label things going on, and fourth is again the internet. Oh my god, I don't know. I forgot to bring my water bottle. It's my my throat is getting a little dry. Sorry. So yeah. Uh, so yep. By the way, I was thinking if we should invite some guest over here, like guest in the sense like over the podcast, basically, because. Podcast actually is very fun when there are two people. Now, of course, I will not invite someone like 2 or 3 a.m. of night, but yeah, we will do it record it in the evening or afternoon probably. Yeah, it's not a thing to say, but yeah, I was just putting my thoughts out. I tried inviting like 2 of my friends from Instagram for the podcast. 2 or 3, you can say, like I sent that in the group actually. So 3 people replied. 3 of them said no because one of them was shy. Second of them was just not interested, and third of them just not having time. He said. So I was like, yeah, I will do the podcast on my own when I will feel like it. So here I am. And I don't know, it was just so random. Like I just closed my laptop there. I mean, of course, as I said that my mic is having some issues, so I'm recording this from my earphone mic. So yep, I just closed my music software, and it was like I just got a feeling like I should do some talk with you guys. Like I don't even know how many people will actually watch this video or audio. So uh, the thing is that I just I just likes to put my things out in the late night, especially because now of course I have heard that thing that in the late night people usually share their deepest secrets or something like that. But here I'm totally stable because I know that I'm recording a podcast, and it actually is psychologically true, as they say. I will not disagree with that fact. But here I am recording a podcast with a stable mindset that my goal is to talk to my friends, my listeners, my audience, you can say. I personally don't use the fan word actually, because the case is like, what's my main thing? Like it's music, and on my music, it's I do have some reach there, but it's not that big that I can call like all of them my fans. It actually feels personally weird to me. So, like whenever I post about Team DDP, or whenever I post about, like, you can say, new music or any other artist's music. So I just usually say friends. He, like I'm kind of person who just don't like to use the word of like bro. Like bro you can say, and then comes fans, like these are the words, like there are people like me who have this thing in their mind that these people either just don't suit their like way of chatting, like how they chat, or either they just find it like too offensive for someone to notice from their side. So that is the case with me. So that's why I just keep it simple and straight, like, hey friend, would you like to listen to my music? Of course, if you guys are listening to this podcast, make sure to check out my main channel, Dark Days Warrior. It has the same logo as this one probably. Or I don't know if you're listening to this in future, then I'll probably change the logo of this channel as well. I'll do some little updates in this channel as well because, of course, I'm thinking to do podcast a lot. I have actually planned a lot of things, like, as you heard about a person, right, who just wants to try everything in this world. So in the case of internet, I have planned, like, I should do some like reaction, maybe reaction on music videos like Alan Walker, or like, basically reaction channels, what I'm saying. So yep. And also I was planning to do some gaming videos, some sit down comedy. Like, of course, I don't know like how to do the actual stand up show, so I can may do the like, some comedy on the podcast maybe, or maybe there's audio sections, but sorry for that. Really sorry for that. I don't know if you heard that or not. That was the noise. So yeah, it's the case. And yeah, basically what we were talking about. Yeah, if we ever invite any people in here, then it will be probably a little longer podcast. Like, let me check how much it's recorded right now. Okay, it's currently 12 minutes of recording. I guess it's enough for now because I wasn't planning to record this long though. I just wanted to like have a little bit of chit chat or maybe an intro of this channel. Like if you're watching it on my YouTube channel, and if you're watching it on listening to this on Spotify or Google or somewhere, then make sure to follow me here and also on my main music area, Dog Days Warrior. That's the thing. So I don't know. It's a thing in late night. Would be like it usually forgets what I was saying. It happens. It happens. So yeah, I was saying that I wasn't actually planning to record this long. But yeah, if we ever get any guests in here, like any musical artist, any person from internet who wants to talk to me, like have a podcast with me, like a Q&A or something, which will be published and they are happy with it, I'm happy with it, then it's probably going to be like 30 minutes longer or maybe 45 minutes, who knows. Because of course, when you have someone to talk to, then mouth just usually opens on its own and questions come randomly, and those random questions make so much sense that I don't know. uh, I've seen like people eating their snack food and daily like dinner and breakfast watching some nonsense things on their phones. So yeah, I know about the fact. Now don't ask me what the nonsense stuff is. Uh, like what should I say now? Like if I say something, then people gets offended. And if in future, if this audio ever reaches to anywhere, then definitely that's going to be a very hard bang, because then people will like, oh, you called my favorite content nonsense, and oh, hey, you called my favorite reels nonsense. I mean, like, what I'm saying. So yeah. uh, I guess I'll probably end this podcast now. It's like already 15 minutes long. And also I want to sleep now. I just wanted to have some talk with you guys in the midnight. I don't know, I just felt like that. So that's the case. uh, yeah, then I just finished making my music. Then I came here, I recorded this podcast. now I will publish it maybe tomorrow or maybe now, who knows. So yep. If you guys want more of these podcasts where I talk to you guys as a solo person, of course, like if I don't have any person on the podcast, then yeah, of course it will be a solo podcast. And or if you want someone who would like to talk to me on my podcast, or if you know someone who would be interested in talking to me, then you guys can just directly contact me on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, on my email. Like, I'm everywhere. Like, I mean, in the sense that I'm active everywhere. So yeah. So I guess that's it for now. We will come in another talk episode, hopefully with any guest. So yeah. It's the Talk Days Warrior podcast. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.